What's up, guys? This is the Vinyl Casket, home to the lamest taste. My name is Nick. You can check out my YouTube channel at The Vinyl Casket, all one word, where you can subscribe, like, and comment for much, much more. Hit the bell. And remember, every week we do comic book reviews. That's what we're doing right now, but we also do trailer reactions and TV and movie reviews. I have a bunch lined up that I've watched that I need to do reviews on, and as trailers come out, I do them. Every Wednesday, we pick up our books. We read the books, we bag and board the books. Then I sit down, take the pictures for the Instagram at Vinyl Casket Comics. Then I talk about them with you guys. We're going to start off with a book that I did not get to finish yet this week. I'm putting it in my read log. I'm going to get it done probably by next week. This is Batman Spawn, issue 1. This is the new series, McFarlane and Capullo. A collab between DC and Image, which has strong ties as companies. So far, it's been a really good read. Art's really good. Awesome variant cover, which is by Capullo, McFarlane, and McCraig. I will let you guys know once I finish that. But we're gonna start off. We do Image, Marvel, DC. We got one Image. We got one indie book, Image. This is issue. What is this? Issue 20 of Radiant Black. So we're at 20 issues in. I've been reading this series since issue 1. So we've had 20 main issues plus Supermassive plus the Radiant Red miniseries, which is over. We're in the middle of. We just started the Radiant Pink miniseries. We have Rogue Sun, which is like a couple issues in. I think like 8 issues in. We're like 4 issues into what's the other one set in California? I'm not gonna be able to remember it, but there's another series. It's Dead Lucky. Dead Lucky is like 4 issues in, and this is all tied into the same universe. I've also read most of the PDF for the Inferno Girl Red series, which hasn't been released yet. I kickstarted that, so I have the PDF. I haven't finished it. I've read it, most of it. I really liked it, but I want to hold off until it gets shipped because I want to read it physically. Radiant Black 20 variant cover, amazing. This issue is setting up. I'm assuming this is the lead-in for Supermassive. Some big battle where they're going to need to call on not just the Radiants, but also the other characters throughout the Supermassive universe. This really sets it up. I'm really liking the dialogue between Marshall and Nathan. I'm excited to see where that goes. You know, I like seeing the capes and all the different stuff, getting the Radiant Red out of jail to help out and then going back. Really cool, really solid. I like how it like sinks into the Radiant Pink miniseries by references. Solid issue. We rated them 1 through 10. I'm gonna give this one an 8. We got on Marvel. We have issue 1 of Dark Web X-Men, which is a connecting cover with issue 15 of The Amazing Spider-Man. So you see there how they connect. These are the Rocca covers. So they tie into each other. This has to do connecting more of the X-Men on this side of what's going on in Dark Web with the Goblin Queen and Cyclops and Havoc going after her, and the X-Men dealing with what's going on in New York City while Spider-Man is also dealing with it. Really solid entry. Dark Web's kind of iffy with me right now, but this was a pretty solid side issue. I think there's 3 issues. I actually enjoyed this. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, and then move on to issue 15 of Amazing Spider-Man, also Dark Web. This is Chasm, which is Ben Reilly, the clone of Peter Parker, that at the end of the last story arc of Amazing Spider-Man, the last volume, he was thought to be dead and emerged as Chasm. Him and his girlfriend are now villains, teaming up with Goblin Queen, and it's been really interesting. I wish they would explain what the green stuff that hangs off of him is. Is it plasm? Is it webs? What is it? But so far, it's cool to see this interaction and this story build. I am enjoying it. I'm just hesitant of the direction that they're going. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I'm hoping this story gets better and we get some kind of cool outcome out of it. Moving on to DC, we're gonna start off with Wildcats issue 2. This is a Spawn, Batman and Spawn variant cover, which is cool since Wildcats is the title that was originally a Image property, is now a DC property, and to have this collab cover between DC and Image is pretty cool with Spawn on it. Awesome continuation. I'm really excited about Wildcats. I like this series. What we get at the end with Halo Corporation kind of going public with a superhero team, but in like a fake way. I like those costumes. I'm excited to see the explanation in the next issue. I really liked how serious this is getting and how the Talon's involved, and the Court of Owls is getting involved. I love stuff with the Court of Owls, which is why I really liked so far what I've read out of Batman and Spawn. So this is a really solid issue. I'm gonna give it like 7.5, 8 out of 10. And then we have issue 13 of Batgirls. This is the variant cardstock cover. It's gonna be a set, so it's not connecting, but it's a set cover with next week's Nightwing issue, which is going to be Nightwing on the front and Batgirl on the back, but in their modern costumes. So this is their, one of her most famous costumes as Barbara Gordon's most famous costumes as Batgirl, and then Dick Grayson as Robin. They're going to flip-flop, and it's going to be Nightwing and Batgirl as she is now, Oracle, whatever you want to call her. It's going to be a really cool set with the yellow backgrounds. I'm really excited to have both issues together because they're going to look really great on a shelf. This issue, awesome. It continued right after the annual with the body swap. I didn't like the artwork that much in certain points of this book. It was Conrad, who has done some interesting covers, has done some good internal artwork. Interior, I didn't like this issue. I didn't artwork style. I thought Bruce Wayne looked weird. I thought Zatanna looked weird. I also didn't like the classic costumes that they were referencing, but whatever. That was a cool explanation. Diving into magic. Oracle and Batman don't really do magic. Dive into it, figure out what's going on. They find out that the problem solved itself. I liked the dialogue between all the characters in here and how we're leading into Spoiler being in danger. I call them Spoiler and Orphan because that's kind of what their code names were before they were all three Batgirls. But that's why I call them Oracle, Spoiler, and Orphan. Really enjoyed this issue. I'm going to, story-wise, art not much. That kind of puts it back. So I'm going to give it a 7.5. It would be an easy 8, but Conrad, dude. And then final issue of the week is issue 3 of Batman Incorporated, a series that I've been highly enjoying. Really enjoy this. I love this this is like, their first real story arc in this series, right? They've had annuals, they've had backup stories in Batman, they've had tie-ins. This is their first, solid, established, thing, right? This is the first time that we've really gotten to see the first story arc we're getting from this title. And I'm really enjoying the cast of characters, the character selection, the cameos, the relationships, the development. Everything here is great. And you're dealing with 15 people spread across 13 countries, all interconnecting one storyline. And it's really, really, really coherent. And I like that. You're diving into Batman and Ghostmaker's past. You're diving into new characters' past. You're building origin stories while building Clown Hunter up. I really enjoyed this. I like this book. I like this series. I highly recommend it. I really do. Those 3 new characters that we just got. Hollow, Black Mist, and Fission. like very excited to see where they go, how they tie in. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I think also the Fallen was also a new character that I think is like actually an enemy that's teaming up with Phantom One, which is like the first sidekick of Ghostmaker. Really good series. I'm gonna say 8 out of 10, easy, maybe even a little bit higher. Solid book. Now that we don't do the weekly roundup, guys, we're gonna do a very quick top 5, but there's only like 6 books, so that's pretty easy, right? So I'm gonna say easily, hands down, that Batman Incorporated was my pick of the week, followed by Radiant Black 20, and then Wildcats. And then rounding out the bottom spots would be Batgirls, and then a dead tie between the Black Web titles, the Dark Web titles. Thank you guys so much. Check out my Instagram for little write-ups that when I post pictures of these books. I love you guys. Tune in every week. Check out the trailer reactions. YouTube is The Vinyl Casket, all one word, where you could subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much more. Do me a favor and stay lame.